Hi, how are you? Doc Holliday. Welcome to another episode of the fifth quarter of the Memphis Showboats show with Memphis Showboats head coach Todd Haley, but Todd Haley not here today. I have the pleasure of being joined by NFL legend, Pittsburgh Steelers legend, Showboats defensive coordinator now, Carnell Lake. Coach, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Doc. Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Man, thanks for being here. First of all, Coach, you all coming off a 22-0 win real quickly, man. The first nothing points performance, that's what I call it. Y'all gave up a nothing points. First nothing points performance in the USFL this season, and the only one, man. Huge win for you all. Another one, third straight.
Yes, the guys are buying in, and we needed a victory to just keep ourselves going. Our division in the South is strong, and so we got a lot of challenges ahead, but that was a great victory for us. Working on all cylinders, try to support each other, it was good.
Talking about being good and talking about supporting each other, let's take a look at this highlight package that our guy Matt Enfield put together, showing y'all how good it really was on Saturday at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
The Showboats back in the 901 for some Saturday morning football at the friendly confines of Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium to take on the Pittsburgh Ballers. Memphis up 3-0 early in the second quarter. Cole Kelly standing in the pocket, finds Vinny Papali over the middle. Little wiggle move, and he's off to the races. Papali down the sideline, keeps his balance, breaks the play for the 37-yard touchdown, caps off a 91-yard drive. Showboats go up 10-0, and the biggest constant over this hot streak, the defense has played out of their minds, and they did it again in this one. Later in the quarter, Pittsburgh threatening, not anymore. Quentin Meeks jumps the route and comes up with the INT. One of three takeaways by the Showboats defense on the day. Final seconds of the first half, the play of the day, maybe the play of the season in the USFL. Pittsburgh trying for the 59-yard field goal, comes up short. Derek Dillon fields it, and the problem with that is when you miss a field goal and it gets returned, you got a bunch of big, slow dudes trying to tackle the fastest guy on the field. To quote a much better broadcaster than me, he could go all the way. Dillon, 109 yards to the crib to end the first half. Offense, defense, special teams, all doing their thing. Showboats pitched the first shutout in the USFL this season. 22-0 the final, their third straight win, and their first in Memphis.
Now, talking about that shutout, Coach Carnell Lake is the architect of that shutout. Coach, I got to ask you, man, why your defense so thievish and robberous right now? First three games of the season kind of struggled, man, giving up 33 points a game. Now, you're a first-time defense coordinator, but, Coach, another 3 turnovers on Saturday, 10 turnovers out of the last 3 games. Coach, what has changed, man? I mean, what you doing?
Well, we're grinding, and they're believing in the system. We had to get the right mix of people together, and that just took some time. And once we started to gel, once players understood what their role is and how they fit in the defense, it started to come together.
And I'm looking at that, Coach, because I pay attention to football, I pay attention to positions, and I know sometimes you have players, they make plays, and they make outstanding athletic plays, and we've had some defensive players make some outstanding defensive plays, but, Coach, a lot of those turnovers, those picks from Saturday, that was game planning. That was watching film like, I need you all to be in this position right here, do your job, and it took you to orchestrate that, to have them in the right position. So talk about that, Coach, because you've had to find out the guys who can play your philosophy and play how you want them to play.
It's true. Looking at, everything is obviously, what are we trying to accomplish here on this particular play? And if they understand where their role is in that defense, then it comes together. And the guys are really paying attention. They're really working hard in practice. They're holding each other accountable. And that's really what makes it work. Yeah, I tell them all the time, it's your defense, not mine.
And when you have a good defense, and you have +3 on Saturday, man, when you're taking the ball away more than you giving the ball up, that equals wins. And right now, you're on a 3-game winning streak, and as well as the defense play, I'm an offensive guy. I respect the defense, but we used to fight and argue with the defense all the time. I'm pretty sure that probably happens with you all sometimes as well. But
right.
Before we go back to that, Coach, Derek Dillon, man, 109-yard return. Talk about it. That's not a defensive play, but it's like that's a field goal, so it's like the defense is on that side, so it should have been a defensive touchdown to me.
It's like a punt. It's like a punt return.
Yeah.
It really is. And I don't know if you remember that time when Alabama was playing Auburn.
I remember.
Same concept.
Yeah.
I mean, Derek Dillon for us, he couldn't have been any further back in that end zone. I mean, his tippy toes were right on the white line almost, and just good game planning, good by our special teams coach Frank Gans by pulling that trigger, and then Dillon just really returning the ball. It was a great. I've never seen anything like that other than that play I was talking about with Alabama and Auburn.
And talking about that because it's defense playing well, but the offense as well, Coach. I know Coach Haley would say not a perfect game, but look, man, they only had one penalty. They didn't turn the ball over. Cole Kelly controlling the offense and controlling the tempo of the game. Just them two things coming together. Talk about how that offense played, Coach, because people don't understand it's hard not to turn the ball over 58, 59 plays and then only have one penalty. That's good disciplined football.
And Coach Haley talked about it at the beginning of the week. He said, look, we have to be on the details. We cannot afford to penalize ourselves. And the guys listened to him. Not turning the ball over, being fundamentally sound, not creating a lot of problems for yourself with penalties, gives you a chance to win, and it really helped us in the game.
No doubt it helped you all in the game. It is also helping the Showboats on this 3-game winning streak. Somebody else and some people else that's helping the Showboats on this 3-game winning streak because the Showboats just got their first home win of the season, which means Memphis fans enjoying a win for the first time in 85 since 1985, but Showboat fans showing up and showing out. We're going to meet some of those fans. That's after the timeout when the 5th quarter returns.